Okay guys, I'm at Home Depot, and for all of you that were asking about my bed and how it's secured, something like this. The part, let me zoom out. The part that connects the convertible part from couch to bed to the bed frame, something like this in the front. Attach a carabiner, and something like this in the back. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions on how to build the bed and stuff. Again, go check out Eric Enjoys Earth. He has a very detailed breakdown on how to build something very similar. And when I go through mine, you can see how ours differ. I wanted a bigger trunk area because I know he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels. I have 4 panels, and I wanted my bed mattress all the same size, like I told you in my tour video, just so I can swap them out, so they don't get too beat down. So I'll show you how the top section that converts, how it connects to the frame. In the front, this is how it works. So it's just one of these clips here, connected with a carabiner. And when you unclip this, I'm gonna try and do this with one hand, right? And then you just pull this out, and now we're in bed mode. That's how easy it is. In the back there, it's dual purpose, not only for safety, to keep the top part secured to the frame, and the frame is secured to the subfloor. So some of the other questions I also had was this cabinet, it's screwed down into the subfloor, so everything in here is secure. God forbid if something happens, these aren't going to become projectiles. And also, here's another good reason why I have these mats right here. Not only because I can drive with all the stuff up here without anything falling, it's just a rubber mat. They're heat resistant as well, so you can put a hot plate on here and it's fine. But at night, I'll take one of these and I'll just put it underneath here. That way the mattress doesn't slide around, and I don't have to put any sort of material on here itself to prevent it from slipping. I didn't want to do that because I like to wash these, and I don't want it to get messed up. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to show you some other clips exactly how this all works, okay? So we're cutting the mattress here, and it's just like you would think. I just measured it and cut it with this knife here. And this is what it is. Looks like a giant fluffy cake. Gonna cut this into 4 pieces for the convertible bed / couch. These are the mattresses, cut into 4 pieces, same size, same length, same width. And I wanted to show you this. This is really cool. As you can tell, this is a 3D printer, and my buddy is printing out a battery case for lithium batteries. So hopefully one day we can put this into the van. So each little slot here is going to have packets of batteries, and then he's going to line them up in parallel. Really cool. And here's my baby. We are building the bed frame now. So far this is what it looks like. Excuse the mess, but you know how it is. So this is going to be the frame. And these are 4 panels. They're just currently folded up, and this is a continuous hinge that goes across, allows it to lay flat or fold up. Alright, so one other thing I wanted to mention to you guys is there is a wealth of information out there. We're living in the digital age where you don't even need to go to college. You can just figure out, I mean, there's Yale lectures online, Harvard lectures online. Yeah, you won't get your degree, but at least you'll know what you need to know to get through life. Functional knowledge. So what I'm trying to say is take your ideas from the Volkswagen Westfalias, from my van, from Eric's van, your Uncle Bob's van, whoever it is, use that idea and improve upon it based on your preferences, based on your body, physique, your stature, how tall you are, is going to determine your bed layout, right? Because when you're sitting here in this chill area, you want to be able to sit comfortably and not hit your head, not be crouching over, right? So take those things into consideration. I'm gonna show you in the next clip how our beds differ between me and Eric's. Shout out to Eric. He's got a lot of great ideas. Please check out his channel. He's providing a lot of information to everybody out there if you're interested in this lifestyle, to see if it'll work for you or not. And the next clip, you're gonna see how our beds differ from the front area. His has these supports. His frame is longer than mine. It's almost like a horseshoe. If you could imagine, the horseshoe is the front of the bed, facing this way, and the back would be the part that's secure like a square. But his extend out into the opening area and into the living area. He also has a refrigerator in the living area, right where the entrance is. And for me, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1", 200 pounds, and the door opens up enough. But if you put a refrigerator there, that's 15, 16 inches of space that you take up, plus the extended frame. And I know I'm pretty clumsy. I'm gonna hit my ankle on that every time. And if you have guests in here, it's gonna be really tight. It already is pretty snug. You're gonna have to be good friends in order to like spend some time in here. Pretty close to being shoulder to shoulder. Also, one other thing, shout out to my boy Evan. It was his idea to make a bigger trunk and then find a different way to secure the top part of the bed to the frame. So if you look at my trunk, I'll show you later, it has at least 30% more of trunk capacity, where you can open it all the way to that stow and go section of these Toyota Siennas. The flooring is not straight from the front of the van all the way to the third row. It's sunken down in order for those seats to fold down flat, right? With my trunk, I want access. When I open the trunk, it has access to the complete third row. That's what I want to do. I didn't want to have a smaller trunk because I have big items. I want to have that flexibility and not have to, oh, I can't fit this here because this is too big. So on to the video. My frame is a lot shorter. His, at this point here, extends all the way out to about here on both sides. And he has the top part that converts clip into the side of the frame. That's how he secures it in place. I didn't want to lose this space. He already has a refrigerator here, right? I mean, a lot of my viewers have seen his videos too. So his refrigerator is right here, and he also has the frame coming out here. So you're gonna have about, I don't know his dimensions, but not that much space to get in and out of the entrance here. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have maximum space to get in and out, to host. If I had a guest, they won't feel too cramped in here. So I don't have that support. What I did was I added support to this first panel. And so when I'm in couch mode, it's already supported, right? Because I already have extra. This is 2x6. This is all 2x3. And I put some extra L brackets just for support. It's probably not needed, but I like that peace of mind of having something built very strong and simple. I just added this little piece up front to keep this mattress from sliding around. Okay guys, so we're gonna install this here. I'm gonna attach it right here, and all this is just a piece of that 2x3 that I have left over. Another tip for you is this convertible spot doesn't need to be the same size as everything else. This is probably the widest spot. I still needed some space for clearance for when it converts. I don't want it to be hitting up against my maple. And then the frame is a few inches shorter. You see where it lines up? It doesn't need to be this. The frame doesn't need to be the same size as the top piece. So a few inches of clearance on both sides, so it doesn't interfere when you convert. And then the frame, make it a little bit smaller. And so this is the two parts I'm gonna connect here and lock it in place. And whenever I wanna open my trunk, I just slide that little clip out of the way and it'll allow this part to open. So I hope that's helpful. I know when I was building my van, I was asking a lot of specific questions, and I mean, just move over here, it's really loud. I was asking a lot of specific questions like measurements and all these things, but when you get into your van, you're gonna realize that Eric's measurements aren't gonna be like your measurements. His van is gonna be a little different than your van, and you're gonna have different preferences. Let me show you this, right? So I was just like a lot of the comments I got on there, and I want to help you guys out. So let me just move this all out of the way here. So you see this on his, he has another piece right here that he cut and added another hinge to secure it to the frame. That limits your trunk space, your door. That limits your trunk door to only, you know, whatever dimension this is. I wanted to have access to the entire trunk. His would be like this here, and it'd be hard to get out small items, or you'd have to tuck down and try and reach for it. I wanted the full capacity here. So again, this is just an idea. You don't need to follow my exact plans. Everything is going to be different, whether it's going to be your van, his van, or my van. The main thing is just to start. Plan it out first. Like you saw in my tour video, I have a notebook. I measured everything on the inside, all the dimensions, so I know exactly what to do. The worst thing to do is, if you have a friend that knows how to cut wood or something, worst thing to do is to go there and not know anything. Like, you didn't do any of your homework, right? You want to be involved. You want to help them help you. So if you go there and have no clue what you're doing, no dimensions or anything, your friend's gonna have to start from scratch. And don't put them in that situation. You want them to be stoked about the project, happy, excited about it, and want to help, because it's cool, and it is cool. So again, measure everything out. I put tape down everything. I put tape down on the subfloor to see where the cabinets are gonna go, where the bed's gonna go, how high it's gonna go. I sat down. How tall am I? Is my head gonna hit? The thickness of your mattress, plus the frame, plus the convertible section, and plus my torso and head and neck. Where's it gonna hit? On mine, since my mattress is 7 inches thick, which is pretty thick for a van this size, I prioritize comfort over a lot of things. So I was totally fine with getting a thicker mattress, but you may want to go smaller. That way you have more storage space on the frame. Your frame is going to be taller, right? So that way you can have more storage space underneath. Mine right now, I probably have 6 inches or 7 inches of barely a space because my mattress is so thick. But that's the trade-off I wanted to do. Your priorities are going to be different. So again, this is just for inspiration, ideas. My dimensions aren't going to be the same as yours. It's just for a place to start, and then you can jump off, and you're going to figure these things out as you go. But the most important thing is just go. Do your due diligence, and then throw caution in the wind. Measure 3 times before cutting. I can't stress that enough. All right, bye. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking, but I bought the wrong one. Don't buy this one. There's nothing to hold on to. It just slides. So there's no locking, right? I don't know what up. I got a brain fart. So I'm gonna go back to Home Depot and get this one and get this style. So get 2 of these. Don't get that other one where it's just an eyelet. You want something that can clip and lock into place like this, all right?